Hello, good afternoon, trader. Welcome back to Forex Black Box. Today is the 7th of August 2020. Apology, I didn't do any video for yesterday. My machine just kind of stalled on me and it couldn't really take the heat. It's so strong here in UK, London. It's quite hot, about 30-degree already. In-house is about 27. I just changed my hard disk, backed up my system and everything. I did trade less today because of that reason, but all good, all good. Look at the market at the moment. S&P 500 looks like we're gonna break through, guys. It looks like we're gonna go all the way up to new highs. We're gonna break here, and then after that we will see some feeding coming through. So very strong momentum. Not very strong, but yesterday it was strong. Today looks like NFP it was positive, but still the fact is there's so many people out there that don't have jobs and stuff like that. So remember that when S&P 500 goes up, a dollar went down, right? So I know a lot of people there thinking the gold is a safe haven is not is actually moving because of dollar strength and weakness. So gold is purely moving now by dollar weakness and strength. That's all. Plus extra investment on it. So dollar gold can be strong individual if you can individually. So you can see that S&P 500 going up and gold as well going up. So I reckon that today's Friday, of course, is going to be like that's it. So the week already have a green candle, pull back a little bit, come back up. So we kind of hold in here for now. Of course, we still have a few hours to close the day. So let's see how's gonna day play. It's a dry day, but don't underestimate it because it can really push today more higher. Since the week all green, then the rest of it will continue back up to all-time highs. Not today necessarily, but on the way. Today we'll have Nasdaq all-time highs already touched and maybe more. We actually broke it as well up to all-time highs 11,285.25 pence. That's all-time highs. If you remember that, if you recall my previous streams that I was talking about, this guys, this is gonna keep continue. We're gonna break this easy because he indeed did it like nothing, and we're looking to go all the way up to 11,664.65. That's the Fibonacci extension. So let's see if it's gonna go up there. That's the first level. Then after that, we will keep going inside this channel. Very nice price action. You see that's very strong. I did trade myself, and that's why I'm making a video now. I did trade not NFP. I did trade it after the NFP. I normally don't trade on the news because it can go like that, which it did. Let me if I go down to 5 minute. Basically, that's NFP. Went up, come back down. Now the bill open. When we open the market, up, down again, and up again, and that's where we are now. So I reckon area is going to be isolated for the time being until we see further momentum back up. But on the hourly itself, you see that that was NFP. That's the market open. Of course, uh, because NFP it was 130, market open at 230. So sorry guys, hold on a second. Why is this like that? I'm unsure. Just go down to the time frame, which will be more clearer to see. Here you go. So that's NFP, and that's market open now. So market open for almost half an hour, and that's where we are now. Market open around this level, I think. Up, down, up again. That's why I was trading. I don't really look on the 5 minute much. I just look for the direction. But nearly 1 minute, it's my trade always in future. I did short it here on the way down, and I wait for the Nasdaq to open the market. Basically went up again and come strongly down. I shorted around here and I exit around there, and I call it a day. So my trade is just a couple trade a day, and that's it. I don't want to really stick around because that's what I'm looking for, a few point and 10 point max. That's my trade on Nasdaq today. Yeah, all anyway is going up. If you go to the weekly, we see that we have a green week. So basically 2 weeks pullback, 2 weeks up, 2 weeks up, and sideways here. So definitely continuation. It's in the play. That's the first target. Long-term trader on CFDs. But future, I normally trade in 1 minute. I don't really leave anything overnight. I don't leave anything more than 5 minute or 3 minute max, unless I'm trading in 5 minutes. So guys, it's something to learn as well in your trading. If you look at 1 minute trading opportunities, you only trade the next couple of minutes. That's it. It doesn't matter if against you or with you. You should exit the market because you, according to 1 minute, you enter the market because of that minute. If a 5 minute, you got 10 minutes to trade. If 15 minutes, you got 45 minutes to trade. Leave the market, leave your order in the market for 45 minutes. I mean, like you leave next couple of candles, and that's where you exit, where you enter. If it's you enter on a daily, you give a couple of days at least, then you exit. Something similar to this. Anyways, gold. See that gold looks lovely and is keep going up, and we did all-time highs today as well. So gold hit all-time highs today and come back down now because of non-farm payroll, of course. But you see there's a failure here to continuation back up. We broke below the yesterday. We're outside candle now, but let's see how this is gonna play on the weekend. I think that's the very looking good indication of continuation back down, at least to here. So we already have really good level to exit or short of it, and we're coming back down now. I'm not sure where this line is. Here we go. This line actually align with Fibonacci extension. So from the zero, it was here, I think. Oh yeah, that's the zero. So that's the zero line. Zero to if I go to the weekly. So basically, this is a zero line, 1911, something like that. And after that, we went to the next level, which is the first level of Fibonacci of target, which we hit right by the BIP, and we're coming back down now. So probably next week we're going to move up a little bit, and we'll continue back down, at least to test the channel breakout. This is a channel as well. If you look in the weekly here, there's a channel. I already analyzed this over the weekend. Anyway, let's just stick on the daily. The daily is momentum down. Dollar gets some strength, but you get weakness at the same time. So at the moment, I think gold hit the target. So we're looking for retracement or pullback, at least here, or maybe a little bit around this level. So let's see how that's gonna play in the coming days. All right. Bitcoin, similar situation going. Bitcoin will break out of this level. Top here will break out of the top with 11,600, 678. We still in this level. So basically we overlapping here a lot. We did go up and come back down. We have a failure breakdown and come back up. We have a couple of close below the close these days of this last swing. So my indication is I think it's going to go back down here. It's going to do that until we meet up with the 20 moving average. Then from there we'll see whether or not up or down momentum to take a place. But that looking bearish momentum going on, especially gold as well. If you look gold here going down, go Bitcoin going down as well. Remember Bitcoin work over the weekend as well, so you can monitor that if you're trading it. Oil really is struggling to break above the 61 Fibonacci. We went below it and come back above it, and we're coming back near it again. So swing low, swing high, very confusing. Flat market, completely flat. However, we're above the 20 moving average. I'm not indicating that it will go higher from there. It's very difficult to trade this market at the moment. It doesn't really move. If you see previously there, it's trending. Now coming back up 50%, 61%, and now sideways. I'm not gonna touch it. I don't. I used to do it before, but I'm not doing it again now until we see some trending activity going on. The moment we see swing away from this consolidation, then we will know that we're gonna trend back. But sideways market is not good idea to trade. You're gonna lose tons of money plus swaps as well, and you're gonna be stressed out. Dollar index looks like we holding here a failure, and today we're coming back up strong. We override 2 days, 1, 2. We engulf it, and it looks strong, looking holding well. Yeah, let's see how euro is going to behave. I think this is going to do that until we meet the 20 moving average. Then we'll continuation back down definitely because there is a range here. We need to break out of this range. I think I did that previously. Here we go. I'm looking at the weekly. We have a bounce from here. We have a bounce from here. We have a bounce from here. We almost close to it. I don't think we're gonna just leave without coming back and test this levels before we actually looking to go back up. But I think that's the blue line here. That's where one of them. Um, sorry, where is the blue line? I put it in. Here we go. This is a nice level as well to consider. So we kind of like holding that level at the moment, but I think that will continue down definitely because this is not going to come all the way here and it's not going to touch these levels here. That blue line here, I'm expecting it to touch it very soon, probably next week. Oh, did I move a level? Well, I should lock my levels like so I don't move it accidentally as well here, and this as well. Lock it. That's it. So that's the weekly view. It's not a bottom yet. Don't get confused. I think this is just beginning of pullback before we come back down again. What happened here before? Everyone expecting, okay, look at that is holding. Look at that, a failure, right? Come back up and bounce back down straight away. So we didn't really see a failure. It was just a double bottom candle wick on weekly. However, we still really don't have a clue where it want to go yet. We'll come back to the close here of the previous week, and we kind of hold in here for now. So for me, it could be just a matter of a few days to see direction. We'll go down low time frame. We see that sideways here, down, up, down, up. A W forming. Let's see if it's going to be successful W forming or it's going to be a failure. We will know or next week see how Monday, Tuesday will behaving. It's just the news of non-farm payroll was today, so wait for next week to see where the market wanted to go. Of course, the opposite side of the trade of dollar index, it's a euro USD. Kind of failure here. I like this for a momentum back down, but I think euro is still got more room to the upside, especially inside this consolidation level, the red one I'm making here. Um, we'll go this way, swing up, swing down. We're looking for the market to hold here, come back down, come back up. I don't see why not the same scenario is going to happen here before we come back up. I'm looking for 125 coming up very soon. We have really strong momentum up, and that's why the trend is up. Is not down really yet. So you see here, we break out of this level previously, come back, I give you another flag, a measure move equal measure move, complete. Now we'll be looking for another flag for another measure move, and it started getting smaller before we hit another low highs. In my opinion, this is previous low. That's the high. If we're still above this level, which goes very far, of course, there's tons of bips in there, but this is really strong. So whoever invests in this market is not going to give up yet because we still have a flag. We go more higher. Let's see what next week is going to give us. Um, Also, that's the pandemic momentum down, guys. If you remember, went up, went down, consolidation. Now they decided what they want to do, you know. So we have this confusion earlier. Then now we have this sideways until we break out of it, retesting, and bang, another consolidation. Get here, high, low, and we break above it, retest it again, hold the 20 moving average, lovely, and here we go. See, it's going up nicely, but here, of course, we got a sideways a little bit. NFP and plus beginning of the month of August, I think is going to be low liquidity in the market between now until next month, September. So keep that in mind as well. Cable as well playing the same role. See that up, down, test the trend line one more time. It was a new high of yesterday, but we kind of still here. Remember that we far away from 20 moving average. I think that's gonna take some time to get near it. But if you look on the weekly here, every time we get away from it, we keep going. We test it one more time, we keep going. So consolidation, we keep going, right? So we're trying to do the opposite of here, right? So we have here 1, 2, and bang, break higher. I'm looking for 150 by the end of 2020. So let's see if that's gonna be fulfilled or not, guys. Just mark my word. I'm gonna actually put a text here and say that I'm looking for 150. Because if we break out of this trend line by next week or couple of weeks, probably going to continue back up. Before you know it, we're going to hit 150 here. Actually, let me do this. It's just I'm not predicting. It's a price action, guys. All right. So it's a purely price action. We're going to try to break to this level up there. I'm looking at the weekly. When was the last time we've been here? There you go, 150 some. So we have a level here to retest what we're looking for. If even from this swing only, isolating the rest, we're taking down, up, down, and consolidation failure to continue down, and now we're coming back up. I don't see why not 150 will be hitting very soon. We break out of many trend lines. Here we go. Break out of it a little bit, come back down, and now we're coming back strong. We'll be confirming more if we go above 35 by this month, right? So I reckon that by this month, if we break 135, we're probably gonna see more momentum up to 145, then 155, and so on and so forth. Okay, it take a time to do this, but we have a confirmation. We have a failure down here. It will be confirmed better if we break above this as well, which is also coming near the trend line. So one high here, a trend line, far away from the 20 moving average, possible sideways until we break through, retesting, and continuation back up. Okay. I'm almost analyzing the market in the long term, but I will try to do one more video over the weekend, so don't get confused. Just giving you the big picture. I always keep the big picture in my mind all the time when I'm trading every in 1 minute in the back of my head that the overall trend, what it is. If you're trading with the overall trend direction, is very hard for you to lose if you know what you're doing, right? So every time getting near the 20 moving average, bounce. So sideways, catching up with the 20 moving average, probably come back down to it, then we'll bounce one more time. We'll have one here, we'll have a two, and we'll have a third one sideways. Well, I expected to see looking for a failure, either up or down. Doesn't matter. If you're trading this, is a failure, but remember that there's a wall here. The 20 moving average is going to hold it probably also near this level. Let's see if that's going to come back down to it, come back up again. We have a failure and successful breakout of this consolidation level. Then we'll break higher, retest, and continuation. It's not going to be easy, as I'm saying. It's going to take time. You have to be smart to wait for the momentum to happen to you, to happen to the market. Don't just assume and guessing and try to play your gambling behavior again in the market. So coming back down here, up, down quickly, probably come back up again, and we'll try. We're looking for a breakout from this channel, down channel. However, we have a nice nice failure there, and we have a bigger one up there. Come back, retesting the breakout, hold the 20 moving average, and let's see if that actually is going to break out. Continue. What I'll be looking for. Someone asked me. Okay, I will be looking for, even if I do that channel, see a failure to continue down, come back up, and never look back to retest the low of it. Could happen and come back down, retest it and come back up. What could happen as well? Test the 20 moving average and we'll break out of this channel strong. We'll be looking for a flag. I'll be looking for this measure move. We equal this measure move. Where we're going? 180. Let me put a line here as well. Around this level. Here we go. That could be the next target up there. Maybe a little bit higher. Let's see how far it is going sideways before we actually test it. Because the market can just go up in a few days, like so. 1, 2, 3. Or just to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days to get there. Okay, or you just to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. You can do that. So remember, the market is not moving with the special rules. I have to move in the speed, the special speed. If it's news, you move it. If it's no news, it will move in the direction it's supposed to go to. Boundaries and the same thing. We're far away from the 2 moving average. I like this trade. I'm looking for one momentum more down here around this level so I can long it one more time. I'm looking for this sideways. We had a failure here up, failure, and try to retest the channel. So I'm looking for it to come back down again, give me another failure down here similar to it, and from there I will be trying to long it again. I'm not guessing, I'm thinking this is going to happen. It's going to come back down here probably Monday or overnight, test the 20 moving average, maybe below it a little bit. I will be targeting a return back from the moving average to take it more higher. That will be my first target. Second target, there's not going to be much room. That will be not going to be a long term, of course. There's no intraday only. If I think it is going to stay longer overnight, it's going to move up, all stuff, I will leave it. Bowen CAD, we come to this level since the beginning of the week, come back down, we give you bull back. Now we'll try to bounce back up. So 50% of this has been held. Coming back down, we're about the 50% of the move up. So what happened here is non decision for me yet. This is a nice breakout, very strong. Let's see CAD what's gonna do next week. If we keep holding here, consolidation before we break, failure or confirmation, or failure or successful breakout, it will indicate that the direction is continuation back up. If we go to the weekly, is a mess. It's been a mess for a while here. It sees a lot of ups and downs. You could trade just only the range. We touched that even here. Let me extend that all the way here and lock it and extend that as well. That's it. So we know where we were looking at. So we really touched it and we're coming back down. That could be the range bounce. So probably come back down again. No one sure. It's just a weekly view, but a strong momentum up. Come back here. Probably gonna play a little bit before we test it one more time. Okay, is only the weekly view, but if you go to the daily and the 4 hours, you can find a lot of trades inside there. Here you go, is a one trade here, come back, even if you give you a retest and continue down, retest, continue down, retest. If it didn't continue down, give you a failure, come back up, retested the failure, breakout, and what happened from here, we will see what happened on Monday. But what we had here, one trade, a second entry, two trade, a second entry, and after that pullback again, the third trade right there, and didn't continue, right? So breakout above it, you continue that, we're changing the momentum back up. CAD news come up today, coming already today. So let's see what happened here. That was a good shorty here. Probably will come back here retesting, and if you do that, I'll continue back up something similar to this. Here you go. If it does that, come back up, then we'll be targeting these highs, these highs, these highs. I will talk about strategy later. I don't want to confuse you. Bounce Swiss, CM will break out of here. I don't trade it myself. That is pullback, pushback, pull back again is really mess. But if you want to trade it, you should go to a practical time frame like this one. Is a nice trade here, all the way down to these levels. These levels. Come back up here, give you one more test. You see that? Because the buyer is stuck here, they want to exit. So what they do, they just bring the market back, and after that they exit the trade. When they exit the trade here, and you see that wick here, the following one you shorted blindly, because that's indicating that's where they exit their position. They give up. Here we go, and they give up. See that momentum coming back down, and that's if you trade that by the same way you think is going to happen like this. For example, here you can just enter at this swing low. You had maybe 61 pips. At the moment is 50. It's not worth it because this is a 5 minute. If you're struggling to make money, it's not the best pair to do. So you should go something like cable or euro, something that does move, something pay off your for your money, and trade money management is very important as well. Okay, guys, thanks very much. This is it. Guys, if you're new to the channel, subscribe and like, and leave a comment, please, and join the Discord server I created. And when you all of you try to come in and more trader arrive to the server, about maybe 50, I will start to doing a webinar and talk one to one if you want to, not one to one directly, but I'll talk like 10 people. I'll make there's a special room there for more only 10 people. The first 10 people are all available to arrive at the special time. Then I will make one to one with them. All right. Okay, guys. Thanks very much. You have a beautiful weekend. All the best. You should have been done by now. Me another half an hour and I'm done for the day, done for the week. Sit there at the end of the night tonight. I will gather all my trade, snapshot I took. I put it in my playbook and I keep studying every trade I take and every pattern come to the market. Markets always repeat itself all the time. Your job is to learn these patterns and keep it in your head when you're trading. Right, guys? Thanks very much. You have a great weekend. Take care. Bye.